Bucharest, so I'll have to come back.
Are you thinking about playing in a theater again?
It depends on if it's George, right?
George.
Yeah, if George will let me. I do quite a bit of theater, yeah. The last play I did was Marlowe's Dr. Faustus in New York City at the CSC, which Mick saw. So he came and saw me, now I want to come and see his work.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take care of Chris's wife because this lovely lady. What is Tara? Okay. I saw Faustus in New York. Directed by a Romanian director, a wonderful director, Andrei Belgrado,
who was my teacher at Yale Drama, who's from Romania and friends with probably many Romanian directors.
Yeah, a lot of people love this man. Anyway, I saw that the Faustus performance and it was phenomenal. Of course, it's easy for me to say that because it's my friend, but ultimately though, it's fucking great. Can I swear? Too late.
Not too late. He's a Scotsman. What else do you need to know?
What are your next projects in television?
I don't know. I'm kind of. We're trying to produce a couple of things, Mick and I, of which I would act in them. So producing is on my plate. I'd like to work with people I know and have a little bit more power to choose how it's going to be presented than just be in someone else's show. We'll see what happens.
We are going to see two new movies this year. So could you tell us about
well, the first one, White Girls, is a very brave film about young girls who go to come to New York for the first time and find themselves getting in a lot of trouble. It reminded me of my youth, and I sometimes wonder how I'm still alive. And it occurs to me when I watch that movie, the same thing. People take risks when they're young, but later on they wonder why they even thought of doing that. But it's a very raw and brave film. The other one is called Teatrul Metropolis. They're both independent movies. We'll see what happens with them. That was just at the Nantucket Film Festival, and that's about a father-son, mother relationship. Both father and son being writers, and I haven't seen it, so I don't know what that was like.
you play a fashion designer role in after the
I haven't seen that movie. I think it's for people under 15 years old. So he's gonna see it.
Which includes me.
Nick's gonna see it. Yeah, that was in Canada. It's a good movie for teenagers, from what I gather. So.
How is it to switch from the political and military scene from the other series to fashion?
Well, that was over 2 years ago. Once I finish something, I put it out of my mind completely. Right now, my mind is on Tyrant on FX. I played General in that, and I think it's a show that's actually a very brave show, which is depicting a fictional Mideast country trying to form a social democracy. You see all the pitfalls that entails. And you can look at Syria and Iraq and everywhere else and see the same story, but this is a fictionalized version. It has some, political things to say, but it also it shows you a human face to this dilemma that we read about in the paper every day.
I don't want to steal.
Yeah, let's not.
You're very kind, thank you.
Very kind.
I want to ask you something about the Sex and the City.
Oh God! It's only been asked every day.
Here's what's funny.
I'll ask one.
I know, but hold on. I asked her. I said, please don't ask him any questions about Sex and the City. She said, I promise I won't. Look at her.
First thing up.
I want to compliment the guy. We first had. Are you tired of people calling you that way?
Yeah,
Mr. Big?
It gets tiresome. I mean, I'm used to it. I just move on. Someday I'm going to do a role that will completely eclipse that one. I guess I just haven't done it yet.
With Sarah Jessica Parker next to you?
No.
Was it fun playing with her?
Oh, it was. She's a wonderful, smart, funny, charming woman.
Was it fun kissing Sarah Jessica Parker?
It's always fun kissing. It's always fun kissing a woman that
And I believe that you were much deeper than that.
She is, after all, a journalist.
We find ourselves here together, so as far as I know, theater is your first love.
Yes.
Can you please tell me what do you expect regarding this play tonight?
I am open to anything. I know it's going to be a big canvas. Nick doesn't write small plays.
We all know that when you're acting for a movie, you have the power of the camera beside you. That means you can cut whenever anything goes wrong.
Correct.
That does not apply when you're acting on stage.
Acting on stage is more like walking a tightrope.
You've gathered a lot of experience on Broadway. So can you tell me, did something ever go wrong?
Yeah, in one play in championship season, during the first preview, I actually went up, and in a line that I knew by heart, but I just for some inexplicable reason, I lost the line, and for the life of me, 10 seconds went by where I felt like I was falling off a cliff. Luckily, what happened is a man had a heart attack at that exact moment in the audience, and they had to stop the performance.
That's a great
True story. True story. And that's how I got out of that mess, and it never happened.
Perfect story.
Please tell me one role, stage, or movie that you thought it wasn't suitable for you at the beginning, but it turned out that it did.
Mr. Dick.
I heard
That's its
that.
own character part for me. Everybody that knows me knows I'm not that kind of a fastidious, sort of fussy, elegant. I'm kind of
laid back,
casual. I'm also a bit of a ruffian and a little more crude than him.
If you had a chance right now to pick one great actor to play with, who would it be?
Anybody in my cast.
And that's true because I have heard that the greatest actors in the world are Romanians. And I know that my director and acting teacher, Andre Dongrad, there's just in the theater much more of an imagination going on here. But there's a lot of great, I couldn't pick one. You know, well, if he was alive, Olivia, Ralph Richardson, Peter O'Toole. I did get to act with Richard Harris, who's one of the great old lions, but there's plenty of great talent.
And one last question, if you had to live your life again, if you'd be a teenager again, what advice would you give to the young Chris Noth?
I wouldn't have smoked so much grass.
So you did. Would you go on the same path?
Oh boy, impossible to say. It's impossible to say.
All right.
How long do you know each other?
Oh God.
20 years.
20 years.
How did you met?
Through a mutual
In a
friend.
brothel.
Don't tell that story.
No, but we met through a friend of ours. So
We were all hanging out in LA at the time.
It's cool.
Doing our different things.
What are you shooting in Budapest?
Tyrant. FX. Which I...
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, one of your boyfriends called it. Tyrant.
I know you have a bar in New York.
Called the Cutting Room. It's a rock and roll play.
Have you considered the idea of quitting acting and maybe
Never.
take charge of it?
No.
Why?
I just go there with
Why
my friends.
would you ask that?
I just go there and bring my friends who want to drink for free. But we also have a lot of great music there, and I enjoy that very much. I'm sort of over the idea of he keeps calling you, you better answer him.
If you're too busy, we'll talk to somebody else.
How does it feel like to be a sex symbol?
I never think about it. My wife keeps me humble.
You know, I met you yesterday and you were so beautifully cultured.
Yeah.
And suddenly all the
Sex and
dirty
the City.
questions are coming out.
Are you guys all reporters?
to be sensible, okay? You need to.
All right, you got one more question.
All right, you get one more and then one other person. Yeah, one other question.
You're a very good-looking man. What's your secret?
My mom and dad. Good genes. Of course, yeah. Soccer, skiing, basketball, but I have my shoulder problem right now. I run, I hike, I box. For the hell of it, I get beat up. And I like to, what else do I do? Swim, anything. I get out. I play football if I was, wasn't quite my age.
tale.
If you have a message for those women who are still in love with Mr. Big, that Mr. Big, not just any Mr. Big.
Don't drink.
Don't drink and drive.
There you go. All right, next. And then we're done after this lady because we have to go watch the play.
All right.
So we have to go see the play, folks, and then after that, if you're around, we'll have another chat, but ultimately, it's all about Paganini. Thanks. Are you okay? Hope you have a camera.